Welcome, folks. This is a talk about what do you do when Canada Revenue Agency sends the sheriff to your door. What to expect, how do you handle it? Well, what I'd like to start off doing is giving you a little excerpt out of Sheriff's Training Manual. In the manual it says, there's nothing so poignant as the first 10 minutes when the sheriff arrives at the debtor's door. In that first few minutes, the intent is to intimidate you, scare you, prevent you from thinking clearly, and to get you to sign a contract, acknowledging that the debt is yours. It may be presented as a contract of Bailey where they leave everything with you, but you don't own it anymore, you just get to use it. This is a tactic that works extremely well for Canada Revenue Agency, and very few people know that it need not be successful for the agency to do this. There's requirements that a creditor has to go after the debtor. They have to know what assets that person has, what they're going after, and where they're located. And if they can't just ride up and grab everything in sight they see, there's things they can take in sight like cash, but they can't take things that don't belong to you. So they'll make a list of everything they find there and try to get you to acknowledge what's yours and what's theirs. First thing you want to say to them is, do I have to answer your questions? Do I have rights? And insist on knowing your rights. And don't sign anything. When they leave, you have the right to file an objection. Now, your objection has to be founded in a real reason. For instance, they're trying to collect money that's not really owed by you. Their amounts aren't correct. They broke your rights your charter rights in some way or the other. But there's nothing to be gained by signing the contract when they come. So don't sign the contract when the sheriff comes knocking. Now, if a creditor-debtor situation exists and you're being threatened with the sheriff, I strongly advise you to go and get legal advice to find out that if what I'm telling you is correct for you in your case. So this isn't advising you what to do, this is advising you of my thoughts and telling you that you should go and consult with a lawyer to make sure that what I'm telling you here is correct. So the day with the sheriff can be pretty unpleasant. They can arrive with police cars, members of the Canada Revenue Agency, and the sheriff, and they can be very pompous and very officious and very intimidating. But remember, there is a Charter of Rights, and remember, you do have options. And just a thought to keep in mind, the first time that CRA threatens the sheriff, you better start getting up to speed on what your rights are and to look into the whole procedures, because you do have a lot of rights. So you can always call us.